where is somebody is getting tired of you because it is not what they expected. And allow me to explain. In fact, by the way, it's Ishmael and your praise that I welcome you to today's video. So listen very well. This I'm going to explain in two ways, okay? Two ways. It's actually one way, but I realize this is getting too deeper. So I will just put this in one way. Maybe for the first 3 minutes to 4 minutes, I'll put it like this, depending on how long. But listen, I want to talk about somebody that is getting tired of you. This is not what they expected. Now, let me shift it, as I said, in two ways. Listen to the second part as well, okay? But let me start with the first one. I want to tell you there's a thing called getting tired of you not being expected, which has to do with somebody that out of the blue, they get out of excitement. Or let me use the proper word here. I'm going to use the proper word. Okay, let me just put it like that. They get so excited. They look at you and they have so much expectations. So don't be so shocked. Don't let it always make you wonder, did you do something wrong when somebody out of the blue, now things are turning around and now they're acting weird. It is not what they expected. Already, they are getting tired. It's not that originally they knew that they're gonna get tired, but things are no longer as how they imagined in the mind. They always fantasize the things that are deep, exciting things, unbelievable things, but eventually now they see that it is not what they expected. And it's so strange and sad and boring because it is out of immaturity. You find somebody that is matured, they know how to deal with it. They know that it has nothing to do with such. They actually, this is how it is supposed to be under normal circumstances. Somebody is getting tired of you. It is not what they expected. Some people, that's why this goes hand in hand with what I wanted to say in the beginning. There is a thing called, have you ever seen things like lust? Lust has nothing to do with love. That's why they say people confuse love with lust. Lust is a thing that you're just craving for at a moment. Once you get it, you're done. But love, it withstands the test of time. Love is always there. Love never gets tired. In fact, you see, love never gets tired. Let me tell you somebody, when they look at you, ask yourself a question. I was talking about this with this other man of God not so long. We're discussing on how sometimes I would see on social media, you see how some of these are young girls, young ladies, how they will advertise themselves on social media falsely in an attempt to attract some guys. And I'm like, you see, sometimes you see when these guys, they approach, especially those that these ladies are really in it for, when they use them, it is not necessarily because they wanted to use them, but the things that she advertised on herself, it was false. And you find that she will likely fall for the guy that comes. And you find that his motives is because he saw what she posted. She posted herself in the manner that made the man to be lustful. That's how, at least the topic we're talking about. That is why at the end of the day, once he gets that, he runs away. But that's the picture I'm trying to get here. So, but then, of course, I'm not saying that there are situations that it is a person's fault. But no, it's almost like men. Not even almost, it's actually like men. I like how this other guy described it. He was like, why are you mad when this lady, all she wants from you is money? Remember, you used hypogamy against her. So now that she's into money so much, she's always asking you for money, you are mad. That's what you did. In the beginning, you just started flashing your cars, your money, and she got into it and she came to you, and now you're complaining that, oh, all she wants is money. But that's what you showed her. Why couldn't you attract her with good things? And now that she no longer needs your money, or maybe she finds somebody who has more money than you, do you blame her when she leaves? Remember, she didn't come just because you showed your good thing and she found out about money later. That's the wrong thing you did. So at the end of the day, somebody, when they start to get tired of you, even when you are innocent, you did not really, it's not like you attracted them with wrong things, but people have the tendency of getting tired. When you see someone changing on you, oh my God, this is happening even to Christian people. Things were going well. Marriage, marital wise, you prayed, but somebody now they are changing. Let me tell you, here is the answer. You did nothing wrong. Stop blaming yourself when you know for sure There is a thing that at times it's not like there's anything wrong with you, but there's everything wrong with that person. They just get tired. They just feel like it's not actually what they expected, or it's no longer what they were expecting. And that's the reality. That's why they say even when it comes to honeymoon phase, it eventually fades. That's the reality. But you just have to know that the reality is things are normally supposed to be like this. Now, let me tell you something. Let me go to the second part as I promised you. There is a thing called tired of you. Like, they get tired also on fighting against you. Right now, I want to address every entity, every spiritual wickedness that is always coming against you, fighting against you, that they shall eventually also get tired. When they try you and nothing happens, let me tell you, I learned this thing on when I would see that people around me, whether it's my classmates, close to me, there is always, you cannot avoid competition in life. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, when you do something before they do, they're gonna feel like, oh, no ways, I can also do this. When you buy a car before they do, no ways, Namina, I'm also buying a better car than this. So you will see that this person is following you, this person is competing with you, this person is against you. But then the thing is this, there is always, when you are always steps ahead of them, there are those that are gonna try, and you find that you buy a car, they buy. You get an award academically, they get an award. You get number 1 on your script, they also study harder to get number 1. You get, so that competition won't end. Let me assure you such thing. It won't end up until where they can no longer compete with you, up until where they can no longer catch up with you. And two things are going to happen then. It's either they're going to now admit and submit to you and acknowledge you, or they're going to hate you for it, and that will be the end of the friendship. So eventually, when the friendship ends, eventually when they acknowledge you, they are tired. They acknowledge, that's it. When they try to bewitch you spiritually and they fail time and time again, or whenever they try to do against you wickedly, when those things turn back and return back to the sender, and instead such things happen against them, they get tired. Those of you who knows wrestling, they tap out. They get tired. And they be like, you know what? Let's let go. Hence, I'm telling you, and I want to declare and declare, let them get tired of coming against you. And let God show you everybody that is coming into your cycle out of lust. Those that eventually are going to get tired, may you see them coming. Don't give them such a chance. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. And of course, that's all I had. My details on the comment section below. See you next time.